Hillary Clinton could potentially become the first female president. You might not know it, but more than half of El Paso's population is made up of women. But when it comes to women holding public offices, the numbers drop to less than 40%. And one group is trying to change that. Annie's List in El Paso wants to teach women how to not only run for office, but run successfully. The organization will have a workshop this weekend. It's called Ready to Run. Local leaders. It's from 10 to 3 at Region 19 offices on Bean. EPISD Board Trustee Susie Bird chairs the steering committee for Annie's List, and she joins us live now. Annie, you've obviously had some successful campaigns. Susie, I'm sorry.
That's all right. Annie, Susie.
What does it take to be successful?
You know, I think it takes a willingness to work very hard and to put yourself in front of voters and ask for their vote. What I have found from working on campaigns for my own self or for friends that have run for office is nothing beats person-to-person voter contact. And usually what you'd like is for the candidate themselves to be making that contact. You don't want the volunteers are great, but a lot of that voter contact is really important with the candidate. So this training tomorrow will really give candidates a chance to know all the nuts and bolts of running a campaign, from developing a message, what you need to do to prepare to run, to fundraising, to organizing your volunteers, to the door-to-door, the mailers, all of those things that you need to get comfortable with how a campaign is run.
Okay, and this workshop is for everyone, but it's aimed towards women.
Right. So Annie's List is a statewide organization that's focused on getting progressive women who are pro-choice involved in statewide politics. And they've started to recognize that part of what their work needs to be is to get local folks, at the local level, interested in your school boards and your city council, your county commissioners, even precinct chairs, as a way to develop the talent pool to run for, state representative offices, for statewide offices, hopefully. And so it's a really important work, I think, for us locally to challenge our, anybody in our community that's interested in local politics, that has a talent for it, who has great leadership skills, to ask them to serve in elected office. I know it's a little bit scary sometimes for people to put themselves out there in that way. But it's really not as hard as people make it out to be, and it's just that sort of initial kind of taking a deep breath, getting out in front of people, and using what you're given, your own ways that you connect with people to win for office.
Great. And what kind of challenges do you think women face while running for office?
I think that for all of us, part of it is, your home life, making sure you've got everything sorted out there, to, balancing that with your work life, and then kind of on the side, with your whatever energy you have left, running a campaign, and devoting the kinds of resources and effort that you need to do that. So, I think it's what women are traditionally used to, juggling lots of priorities that are very important, but kind of what this training will do is really give women and anybody that's interested in running for office, let you know what it takes to run, what kind of time do you need to devote to a campaign, what kind of resources do you need to devote to a campaign, and really give you the comfort level that you need to feel like, I can do this, it's not as hard as everybody says.
And so I know you did say it might be challenging for some people to put themselves out there, to say they're ready to run for election, but for women who are qualified, what kind of advice could you share with them now to kind of help them push them into that light to be ready to run?
I think that what I know about El Paso and about El Paso women is that we have an extraordinary talent pool, and I think that many of those female leaders in our community are giving their service already in many ways, whether it's appointed boards or leadership positions in business and in the public sector, but we really need their leadership in our elected offices. We have a lot of very strong, talented local elected leaders like Veronica Escobar, who's a female, Lina Ortega, who's coming in as state representative, Claudia Ordaz, who's a city representative. We've got lots of great talent, but we need more voices.
Okay, Susie, thank you so much for joining us. Hopefully you have a great turnout for this weekend.
Absolutely. Thank you very much.